Welcome back, Psyched Up Warriors. We all know that toxic people can make life hard. They sap our energy, drain us of enthusiasm, and occupy more emotional headspace than we want to allow. It's an unfortunate reality that all too often these individuals are unavoidable, be it at home or in the workplace. So what do you do? Well, here's where it gets interesting. There are a selection of effective strategies one can use that will help with how to deal with toxic people without having to sink to their level. Yes, believe it or not, there are some clever ways you can manage any difficult or toxic person in your life. Before we begin, please subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell so you get early access to more inspiring content like this. In this video, I'm going to show you 13 clever techniques on how to deal with toxic people. Number 5 is a game changer. This video promises to give you some valuable insights into how best to manage these types of individuals so that they don't impact your day-to-day life. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools that you need to effectively handle any toxic person in your life. So, let's get started. Starting from number 13. Stay goal-oriented. It can be easy to get caught up in the drama of difficult and toxic people. But it's important to remember that your ultimate goal should be to remain focused on the task at hand. Rather than getting sidetracked by negativity, start by setting yourself short-term goals, such as completing tasks or meeting deadlines, so that you can stay focused on the things that truly matter and avoid getting pulled into drama or unproductive conversations. Additionally, it's important to take a step back periodically and ask yourself, is this person worth my time and energy? Staying goal-oriented means that you can avoid getting pulled down by difficult or toxic people while still achieving your goals in a timely manner. It's an effective way to ensure that you remain productive and keep the important things on track no matter who is trying to derail them. Number 12. Squash negative self-talk. Negative self-talk can be a major hindrance when it comes to dealing with difficult and toxic people. It can be easy to fall into the trap of constantly questioning yourself and your abilities, which only serves to further fuel their negative energy. It's important that you recognize when this is happening and make an effort to squash it immediately. Rather than letting those negative thoughts take over, try replacing them with positive affirmations. Remind yourself that you can handle the situation, you are strong and capable, and that these toxic people don't define who you are or what you're capable of achieving. By squashing negative self-talk, you'll gain confidence in yourself and be better equipped to deal with difficult or toxic people in your life. Know that you have the strength to stand up for yourself and be heard, no matter how difficult or toxic the person may seem. Number 11. Stay aware of emotions. Staying aware of our emotions is an important factor when it comes to dealing with difficult and toxic people. It can be easy to get wrapped up in their negative energy and let our emotions take over. It's important to remember that we can't control how someone else behaves, but we can control how we react and manage our own emotions. When faced with a difficult or toxic person, it's essential to keep your cool and remain aware of your emotions. Take a step back and assess the situation objectively, rather than letting your emotions cloud your judgment. Additionally, try to practice self-care to ensure you remain in control of your emotional state. This could be anything from exercise or yoga to reading a book or taking some time out for yourself. It's important to remember that when dealing with difficult and toxic people, staying aware of your emotions can be one of the cleverest ways to deal with them. Number 10. Stand up to bullies. Standing up to bullies is one of the cleverest ways to deal with difficult and toxic people. Bullies often use fear or intimidation to get their way, so it's important to remember that you don't have to be a victim in this situation. When faced with bullying behavior, try not to get flustered or intimidated. Take a moment to assess the situation, and then calmly but firmly assert yourself. Speak with confidence, use direct language, and never allow yourself to be put down, and will help you gain respect from those around you. Being firm in your resolve will make it clear that you won't be pushed around, and it can help to de-escalate the situation. So next time you're faced with a difficult or toxic person, remember, don't just take the bullying behavior. Stand up for yourself and know that you have the strength to push back. It may seem hard at first, but by standing up to the bully, you'll be protecting yourself in one of the cleverest ways possible. Number 9. Don't fall prey to pity. Toxic people can be hard to deal with, and it's easy to fall into the trap of feeling sorry for them. But pitying someone isn't always the best course of action, especially when it comes to difficult or toxic people. Don't let their behavior affect your emotions and bring you down. Instead of letting yourself feel sorry for them, focus on what you can control, your own emotions and behaviors. By not giving in to feelings of pity, you're taking an active stance in protecting yourself and your emotional well-being. Remind yourself that you don't have to feel sorry for someone who isn't respecting or considering your needs. Number 8. Allow liars to trip themselves up. Lying is a common tactic used by difficult and toxic people in order to get their way. But it can be hard to know how to deal with these lies, especially when we feel cornered or threatened. One of the cleverest ways to deal with liars is by allowing them to trip themselves up. It can be tempting to call out a liar directly, but this could lead to an escalation of the situation. Instead of confronting them head-on, try to remain calm and silent. Ask open-ended questions, which will require factual responses. When you notice inconsistencies between their answers or any other clues that suggest they're lying, gently point them out. This will allow the liar to trip themselves up and realize they can't get away with their deceit. So next time you find yourself in this situation, remember to stay calm and allow the truth to come out. Number 7. Recognize and ignore insults. Insults are an all-too-common tactic used by difficult and toxic people in order to get their way. Often, these insults are intended to make us feel offended or ashamed, but it's important to remember that we don't have to accept this behavior. When dealing with difficult and toxic people, it's key to recognize the insult, but ignore it. Remind yourself that this person is trying to make you feel small or embarrassed. Don't let them get away with it. You don't have to respond to these insults. Instead, try focusing on the important task at hand or stay goal-oriented. Talk about the feelings you're experiencing rather than engaging with the insult. By recognizing and ignoring insults, you're taking a stand for yourself and showing strength of character in the face of bullying behavior. So next time someone tries to put you down, remember, don't fight back, just ignore it and move on. Number 6. Don't waste energy on pointless conflict. Oftentimes, when faced with difficult or toxic people, it can be tempting to engage in pointless conflict. But this is not always the best course of action. In fact, avoiding energy-wasting arguments altogether is one of the cleverest ways to handle these individuals. Rather than engaging in a pointless battle, focus on keeping the peace and using your energy for something more productive. If you can calmly express yourself without getting caught up in an argument, it's likely that you will be able to make your point without having to resort to bickering or fighting. Remember, you don't have to stay and fight every battle. Sometimes it's better to simply walk away. Don't waste energy on pointless conflict with difficult or toxic people. Move forward, focus on your objectives, and take control of the situation. Take back your power and protect yourself by avoiding needless arguments. This is a clever way to help you deal with difficult or toxic people. And the game changer, number 5. Focus on solutions, not problems. When you come across difficult or toxic people, it can be easy to get caught up in the problems they present. But if you want to protect yourself and stay in control of the situation, one of the cleverest actions is to focus on finding solutions, not just identifying problems. Rather than getting bogged down by what's wrong, try to explore ways of making it right. This means looking for solutions that benefit everyone, not just yourself. It also means being open-minded and willing to compromise, even if it requires sacrificing some personal comfort or convenience in order to find a common ground solution. Ultimately, focusing on solutions rather than problems is a clever way to help you deal with difficult and toxic people. It can also help diffuse potentially tense situations and helps demonstrate your willingness to work towards a positive outcome. So, the next time you find yourself dealing with a difficult or toxic person, focus on finding solutions, not just identifying problems. Number 4. Don't share secrets with gossipers. Gossip can be a powerful weapon in the hands of a difficult or toxic person. They may use it as a way to manipulate you or spread false information about you and others. So, the fourth cleverest way to protect yourself is by not sharing secrets with gossipers. If someone can't be trusted to keep your confidences safe, Don't tell them anything they could use against you. Remember, what's said in private should stay in private. This doesn't mean you always have to be secretive. Just that, when it comes to difficult or toxic people, it's best to err on the side of caution. After all, when a person can't be trusted not to gossip, chances are they won't respect your boundaries. So keep that in mind the next time you're dealing with a difficult or toxic person. Don't share secrets with gossipers. It's a clever way to protect yourself and maintain control of the situation. Number 3. Ignore in some cases. When it comes to dealing with difficult or toxic people, the third cleverest strategy is to simply ignore them in some cases. This means not engaging in an argument, not taking their bait, and simply walking away if you can't find a place of compromise. By ignoring these types of individuals, you are sending a clear message that you won't be provoked. You are also demonstrating that you have high standards for how people should treat each other and will not tolerate any form of bullying or aggression. Remember, ignoring these types of individuals is not the same as avoiding them. It simply means not engaging in an argument or reacting to their behavior. And it's a clever way to protect yourself and maintain control of any situation. So, the next time you find yourself dealing with a difficult or toxic person, remember to ignore them in some cases. Number 2. Establish boundaries. When it comes to dealing with difficult or toxic people, the second cleverest strategy is to establish boundaries. This means setting clear expectations and limits of what you will and won't accept in terms of behavior. It also means drawing a line between yourself and any negative or destructive behavior, so that these types of individuals understand that their behavior is not going to be tolerated. By establishing boundaries, you are protecting yourself from any potential abuse or manipulation. You are also making it clear to the other person that you won't tolerate any form of bullying or aggression. And number 1, know when to walk away. When it comes to difficult or toxic people, the most clever way to deal with them is to know when to walk away. This means avoiding confrontations if possible, and having the self-control and foresight to separate yourself from any situation that could lead to an argument or conflict. By walking away, you are demonstrating respect for yourself and for others by not engaging in something that's negative or destructive. You are also demonstrating that you have high standards for how people should treat each other, and you won't tolerate any form of bullying or aggression. That's why it's so important to be aware of your own behavior and know when to walk away. It's a clever way to protect yourself, stay out of trouble, and maintain control of the situation. So remember, keep calm, think before you act, and know when to walk away. From time to time, we all have to deal with people who are difficult or toxic. These people have a tendency to insert themselves into others' lives in order to manipulate them for their own benefit, often by causing drama and chaos. However, you don't have to let them ruin your life or impede your progress. By utilizing these techniques in this video, you can manage challenging and harmful individuals with greater success and minimize the chances of them negatively affecting you. What are your thoughts? How do you deal with difficult or toxic people? Let us know in the comments below. Also, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Then share it if you feel it may be helpful to someone you know. If you happen to be in a relationship with a difficult or toxic person and questioning whether you both are compatible, check out this video here on the 9 signs of an incompatible relationship. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell for more Psyched Up Solutions videos. See you in the next video.